Morning, guys. Friday, July 26, 2024. Need my coffee. So when my distributor came in, I reordered it. Found one for the same price. Was here in 3 days. So this is the old distributor. I've already installed the new one. What I found was this distributor doesn't turn. I didn't realize it, but this piece basically fits on there. Once it's bolted, you can't turn this distributor. You don't adjust it. So basically what I did was I lined up, took my ratchet, just turned the motor over and lined up the rotor button with that little tab that latches you plug on. And then when I pulled it out, turned a little bit, so I took the new distributor, put it in the same position, pushed it down, and then I had to wiggle a little bit to get the oil pump shaft to slide on correctly, and everything is good now. I marked the wires with the marker. I just basically go 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then I know the coil wire goes on the back. What a waste. I brought a brand new cap and button about a year ago thinking that might be the problem. And in fact, I guess it was Frank's Garage question whether the distributor's bad. I'm not 100% sure, but I can tell you in the past, I went through this with Ford 302s with that think film integrated ignition, had the Hall effect. And what would happen was the shaft of the distributor would get a glaze of this black on it and become ungrounded where it touches the bushings, and that somehow affected the trigger on the Hall effect switch where it wouldn't trigger it when you went to start it. It every once in a while it would start, or it would buck and kick back, and then it would run, but then it would leave you sitting on the road. It would get to a certain point, it was almost like a flat spot on the flywheel. If it got to that one spot, it wouldn't start. I don't know. The new distributor's in. Cost me $58, delivered in 3 days. I don't know why the other company couldn't get it here that fast. It wasn't all that much more. So my special tool number 439, bent over wrench. That's what I used to get it loose with a pair of vice grips obviously on it. And reached right on in there and twisted it off. Never been a big believer in buying special tools. Early years I would go on the Snap-on truck and I would spend a lot of money, but I found that later on when I wasn't spending money with the guy, he wouldn't come around. So if I had a broken tool, I had to chase him up to the dealership or something. And I learned is if I needed a tool, I would chase him down too and say, how come you don't come by no more, but here's what it is. Now I went to Craftsman, and then Craftsman went out of business. I don't know, it's hard. I guess they were in Walmart or something, some of it, but so battery is bad, I believe. I'm gonna take I know I got a good battery in the 54 because I went through all that with the 54 and the 2001, replacing the batteries. So I'm gonna get a new battery for this, but for now I'm just gonna use the battery out of the 54. I'm going to get this up on the batteries underneath, so I'm going to get it up on the ramps, swap out the battery, but let's see if it'll start. Let's see if we can give her a start. So that's not a good sign. It's doing it again where I had to crank it several times before it started. So is Frank correct? Is it a coolant sensor? Is it something else? You know, I do notice that it doesn't idle up that much when you first start it. Let's see, it's just like a normal idle. I'm going to do a little more diagnostic on it, but I'm going to drive it and see if it leaves me sitting again. I think my main problem was the battery, because if I would have cranked it 3 or 4 times, it would have started eventually. But this is a weird one. Process of elimination for me on this one, I think. A little lucky. A little lucky. Here's the truck running. You gonna go in the truck? You wanna go in the truck? Did you wanna go in the truck? Come on. Let's go in the truck. Come on. Let's go in the truck. Let's go in the truck. Come on. Let's go in the truck. You gonna go up in that truck? Huh? She wants to go riding. So look at her. She wants to get in there bad. Ha ha ha! Fooled you. You can't even reach. Alright, guys. I'm gonna get to work in the yard here. I still got a lot of yard work to do. Got a little bit of hay fever yesterday. But I want to get the yard work done because you know what August is. Van truck month. Alpha must have run out.